Hello, everyone. It's Beverly with Custom Created Handmade Crafts, and I am back with another video today. Today's video is a video in honor of Remembrance Day or Veterans Day. And I chose to make a little small piece, keeping it kind of simple. And I wanted to do this just because I know that Veterans Day isn't all hoopla and things like that. So I wanted to keep it simple. Some people may not know the history of Veterans Day or Remembrance Day. And so I did want to share that. And the reason for Veterans Day is because in 1918, World War I ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. So that's why it isn't always going to be in November and on the 11th of the month. Had a brain fart there. And so the reason the poppies are used as a symbol of remembrance is because poppies filled the Flanders Field after the war. And so there was so much rubble and things after the war had occurred, and the land underneath it turned into like lime, the mineral lime, and then on top of that lime grew fields of poppy. And so that's why the symbol of Veterans Day or Remembrance Day are the poppies. So I wanted to share that and ensure that we all knew the reason for those things. So today I am going to be making some poppies, and I have this mold here, and there are 3 small poppies here at the bottom, and then there's one kind of fuller one here. So I'm going to be filling in those, and I will make the two leaves as well. So I have 20 milliliters of resin, and I am going to get another cup. So I am going to pour in some of this for my green, and I don't need much because those aren't very deep. I'll put a little more. There we go. All right. Just to ensure that I have enough. Okay. So we're going to take and put in the green for our leaves. And I will do 3 drops. And this is my Maloan grass green resin pigment. I don't think these are available any longer. The last time I checked, they were no longer available. I will check again and ensure, and if they are, they will be listed in the description. If they aren't, you won't see them. So I hope everyone is doing well today. And I hope that you will have a day of remembrance for our fallen soldiers. All right, that green is great. And then we will do the rest. And this red, this is a pigment as well. And this is actually from the Dollar Tree. And it is the perfect red for poppies 2 and 3. drops of that as well, and we will see where we're at with that. Okay, might need a little more red because it does try to soak up on the side of the cups, but you can scrape it, but I still think I need a little more. Because I do want it a little deeper than that. So we'll do 5 drops. That makes it 8 drops total. All right. And let's hope that should be enough. I think so. That's better than what I had before. Okay. Yeah, I think so. And I'm going to test it. Get a clean spot here. Yeah, that's good. That's just perfect. All right. So now I'm going to take, these gloves are bothering me. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take, and I am going to pour it into my poppies and into the leaves. But I do want to spray the mold with alcohol first. And I know that people say with resin pigments don't use the alcohol, but I don't want bubbles in any of these pieces, so I will use my alcohol. And there's one leaf, and there is 2 leaves. Okay, perfect Christmas colors too. And then we'll start with this bigger poppy. Oops. And then do these down here. Hopefully you guys can see. The medium one. And the smaller one. All right. And you don't want to overfill those like I did with this one here. And so I want to take a little bit out of there. Because you don't want to have to trim them if you can. And this mold does kind of dip in the middle there. So you don't want to have to fill that in. And then I see my leaf on the left side is a little too full as well. So we'll take some out. Oopsie. Don't fall over, resin. Take some out of here. Take a little more. All right. And then we will let those cure. And in the meantime, I will come back and we will do another part of this project. I want to put this resin into something. So I will be back once I am ready for the next step. So see you shortly. All right, you guys, we are back. And what I am going to be doing next is I am taking these. This was a like a stir stick, and I cut it in half, and then I'm rounding the edges. I rounded this one, and I wanted to do one with you. And it's basically just taking and filing, taking my nail file and just going across the edges and making it round is all I'm doing. So I will get that done, and then I will come back and we will do the next step. So we are back, and just make sure that you have any dust or anything that you have off of your work surface. And then what I am going to do, I have this small canvas, and I am just going to paint it and my sticks white. Um, I have my matte apple barrel white that I'm going to use. It is an acrylic paint. I want to give it a good shake. Any little crusty bits you have, get those off. And then what I see that I do have some, so I will put it there. Oops, that's a little too much. Okay, so we'll get that. And I'm just going to go across it like this and take my brush, and I am just going to get my paint, and I want that wood to soak up all of this paint, so I'm dabbing it on here like this. Oopsie, went off the edge. Don't go off the edge like I just did. It's okay if you do. And I just realized I got my glove on the wrong hand. So, because I'm right-handed, I'm painting with the right. Switch that over real quick. I don't want my hand to get all dirty. Paint filled. I hate having to get paint off my fingers. So, switch that out. There we go. Okay. And you can see that the wood is soaking up the paint already. And I'll continue to do the matte as well, the canvas. There was a little crusty bit there. And yeah, we got enough paint. So we'll just get this painted. I'll get it smoothed out. And then we'll be ready for our next step, which will be putting our cross together and putting it on the mat. So I am doing the back side of the cross just because one of the sides will be seen. So I want all sides of the cross to be painted. So doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it painted all the way. At least 3 sides need to be a good, good consistency. And the other 2 sides, the other side can be a rough job. So sit that one there. Oops. And then we'll get this one. I got it in the paint pretty well. Yeah, Get that side there. Okay. Make sure you get your top and your bottom and your sides. Okay. And I will sit that over here and top it off a little bit. Top that one off, smooth it out. And then smooth out my canvas. Okay. And if you have an excess of paint, then you can just wipe that off. And that's what I had there. So now I can smooth it out. Crusty bit, get off of there. Okay. Can just smooth it out. All right. So we will let that dry. And then I will probably add another coat to the crosses because I do want those pretty white. So one side will get another coat, and then the other side will be fine. I just needed it to be white, but I do want those crosses as I want those pieces for the cross to be as white as possible for the top. So we will let those. Oh no, flip that over. No, no, no. Okay, get it back painted. In the back side, I will have to add another coat uh, to one of them, the top piece, because I don't want any wood to be showing. And then on the bottom piece, it'll be fine to only do the top coat. So I will see you guys once that is done and all of the pieces are dried and ready to put together. So see you soon. You guys, we are back and I have already placed down my cross. What I did with my canvas and with my cross, I took and I painted the white as you guys saw me do. And then let me get it here. I forgot to pull it out. I did take my folk art extreme glitter in the hologram and I did go over top of both of those. And then the brown, I did go around with my brown stamp and just added in some like to roughen it up a little bit so that way it would stand out from the canvas because the cross and the canvas were both the same white. So I needed to have that stand out a little bit. So now what we're going to do is I want to add some grass. So I have just some Easter grass from the Dollar Tree. And I am going to take my Duraclear Satin Varnish by Deco Art and I am going to put it onto our canvas that way. So I think I'm just going to add in some of the varnish. And then I want to make it a little thinner. So I will add just a little tad of water. You know what? I better get a pipette to do that because I don't want to put too much in. So let me get my pipette and just add in some water here and get my cup. And I want to go on top of that varnish with a few drops of water, and then I'll stir it in to see where we're at. Hopefully I can get it all coated. And I'm just using the back of my paintbrush here. Okay. Yeah. Just coating all of that grass. Okay. And I just cut that grass into strips. It came in one long strip, and then I just cut it up into pieces. And I only used one little strip just to, because I didn't want an abundance of it. I just wanted a little bit. All right. So, having to make sure that I got it all covered. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I just want to place the grass down like that. And I don't want any of the pieces sticking to one another. Get this poured back in here because I think we have enough, and get that out of my way. There we go. Okay. And if you haven't noticed, I don't like to get my hands dirty, guys. I'm weird about textures and things like that. So I tend to try not to get things on my hands. Okay, so I'm gonna need some more varnish. So I am going to run a few beads across my canvas. And as I lay these, I will then spread them. I knew this was going to be finicky. So I'm going to get these pieces laid down, you guys, because they are going to be finicky. I just wanted you to see what I'm doing. And then I will be back and we will do the next step. All right. See you shortly. Okay, you guys, and we're back, and I got this all placed down, and before it dries, I want to add some white sand. Got a little piece of fuzz there. Okay, don't want to open it up over that. I want to add some white sand down to the bottom here. So I am just going to take the sand and add it in here like so. Not dropping a bunch at one time. I'm just dropping a little so that way it covers the bottom of the grass. And there we go. And I didn't want a whole bunch. I just wanted a little bit just to give it some character. So there we go. There's that. All right. So we got that done. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to do something with this guy here. So I still want to use my gloss varnish, and I'll just add in some more of that. And I just have in that much there. It's about, I think, about 6 squirts. And I'm going to take this powder, it's blue, purple, red, that I got from Temu. And I want to add in, and I'm opening it up over, out from away from my canvas there. And I want to take and add in some of that to the gloss varnish. Okay, I think that's enough there. And I'm just going to mix it up with my brush here and get it mixed in. I'm hoping this will turn out pretty. Okay, and I just want to go across my canvas like so and add in my sky here. I think it will. What do you guys think? This is my first time trying this, so, and I think I want to do most of the canvas um, down this way, so that way it looks like the sky beyond it. Oops, I didn't mean to hit my cross. I should have done this step before. Um, I put my cross on. Okay, wipe my cross off. There we go. And I'm gonna try and get in here. Yeah. And just come in here like this. Do the same on that side. Oops. Did it again, guys. I don't want that to dry on there. So trying to get it off now and without disturbing my grass and stuff. All right, put that there. Okay. And then let's get a little more. So all I'm doing is adding in basically color. So that way it's not so stark white. And had I thought of this beforehand, it would have been a lot better. But hindsight is 2020, so that's okay. At least I'm doing it now. Okay. So I'll finish that up and then I will come back once I am done. So I will see you shortly. Okay, you guys, we are back. And so I wanted to surprise you because I ended up getting a little carried away and I finished the piece. So without further ado, let's see what we have here. Ta-da! So let me tell you what I did here. So after the blue, I took and I painted on, I took my acrylic yellow marker and painted on a sun. And then I took my red Sharpie and I wrote out "Lest We Forget." And I put the red fuller poppy at the end of the T. I took my poppies and I had previously made some and they were a little too orange. So I took those and the red ones that we made and I put them onto the sprigs of grass. So that is how I finished our piece. As you can see, some of the hologram is coming through even uh, the chameleon powder and gloss varnish. So I'm really liking that too. And I might even do that to the sun because it didn't come through on the acrylic marker. But I did make a dragonfly with the rest of my resin. And he's a little fragile because I just demolded him because I gave him extra time in the mold. And so he's still a little fragile, so I don't want to move him. So I thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this piece, and I hope that it does help you in remembering those that are in your family or friends that you may have known that have fallen. And I do take this as a piece of remembrance for those in my family that we have lost. And I am just thankful for those that we still have and those that are fighting for us overseas and wherever they may be in this world. So I greatly, greatly appreciate you all for watching. I would like to give a huge thanks to Sally at All Aboard Resin Creations. I believe that's her name. I will put her channel in here so that you can see it. Sally was the one that came up with the Remembrance Day Collaboration. And so I greatly appreciate her for allowing me to join in. And I do thank my Crafty YouTubers United family. We all came together to do this Remembrance Day collaboration. And I think it is for a great cause, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. So I will leave that with you for now, guys. Stay tuned for the pictures, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, have a happy Veterans Day or Remembrance Day, and bye-bye. Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, now I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine, 'cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you.